Michael, it is Friday. Welcome to my Selling Microsoft Teams Rooms. Hope your week was well.
The week as well, because I got some flaming hot Cheetos. But other than that, there's a lot of good news this week. A lot of exciting things.
A lot of great news as we were putting the PowerPoint together. We didn't realize how much news we had. So why don't we jump right into it, Michael? If you are a Teams Rooms enthusiast, like Michael and I are, go to aka.ms/Teams Room Learning Path. This will have all of the recorded boot camps from June.
Yeah, I was there. You were there. A lot of our friends were there. Everybody joined remotely. I'm interested to just rewatch some of these things. It's been a few months. I was there live, so I'm all for this.
Good weekend viewing. Make sure to go to aka.ms/Teams Room Learning Path for that. And if you want to see the Copilot and Teams phone things as well, you can go to the Converge Communications Learning Path at that link too. Now, while you're there, take the course. Go get your badge, the aka.ms Teams Room Tech Badge. Once you pass this, and I know a lot of you are in progress with this badge, go ahead and post it on LinkedIn. Again, the way it works, 100 questions pulled from the technical boot camp side. Exam questions are 50. You need an 80% to go ahead and pass. Please go get your badge and make sure you take that. Also this week, Michael, and just this morning, hot off the presses, inside of the Teams Room Pro Portal, there is an update on the MTR app.
Yes, these are coming actually kind of hot and heavy right now. I'm here for it. We were getting quite a few in the last few months, which is good. And the cool thing about this is note that kind of the whatever that is line version 5.0.230 continues to be available to support N-1 builds. That's the oldest supported version. So might be confused when you see 5.1.24 is deprecated. What does that really mean? It just means it's been replaced. But if you're still running version 5.0, you're still supported.
Yes, 100%. And Windows 11 23H2 is actually in this build. Will allow that update as well. So be aware of that. Now, Michael, as we're deploying more and more Teams Rooms and as we're updating them, one thing that we know is there is a return on investment. We've done a study with Forrester. There is a return on investment when you put Teams Rooms into your shared spaces so that they can pay back the money that you're doing. So our partners need some help in educating our customers to that fact. Well, not only can you get this report, but we've also got some materials where we pulled out some important information out of this that you can share with your customers and show them how it actually makes a return on the investment.
Yeah, less than 6 months return on investment. Super useful information there, plus plenty of other good things inside here.
Yes, so many things that you can actually share with your customers. Make sure that you have this because there's a lot of things inside of there. Also, we know that you're talking to customers about Copilot. We know everybody at Microsoft is talking about Copilot. We now have materials at aka.ms/partner BOMC Copilot. BOM Copilot. BOM Copilot. So you can get more information here on how your investment in Copilot and Teams Rooms are helping customers satisfy everything that they need inside of those shared spaces. Remember, we always say, Michael, there is no better solution for a Microsoft Teams customer than a Microsoft Teams Room. And there is no better time than Copilot to help our customers solve all of these things that they're investing in.
Yeah, I work at a partner, so I'm happy that this is out here. We're definitely going to leverage this and some other things to helps drive home that Copilot Teams Rooms story.
Yeah, there's a couple things in there. There's actually things geared towards the end customer and towards the admin, because we know when you're doing Copilot, there's a lot of things that the admin needs to be aware of so that our customers are getting the most out of their Teams Rooms. We've got a step-by-step guide and a configuration inside of those bombs. Make sure you get all that material. Now, there's a couple of new YouTube videos too, Michael. We know that you can actually remotely get into your Teams Rooms on Windows solutions from the Microsoft Teams Pro Portal. Now we've got a video actually showing everybody how to get to this.
Yeah, I'm using the remote control feature in Pro Portal almost on a daily basis. Even though I have an MTR right here next to me, I have one right behind me. I don't remember the IP addresses when I RDP. It's just easier to see it right there. I can flip between the different screens. I can easily take screenshots when I need them for documentation. So I'm using the remote control, even though I've got an MTR like within arm's reach of me. So if you haven't played around with it, it's pretty easy to set up and works really well.
Yeah, we got Danny from Ohio, and Dave says, stay off the beach today, Jimmy, but I got my shirt on. I'm OSHA compliant for the beach today, Michael, so I can actually get there. Another video that we actually saw, the perfect pair for presentations, Microsoft PowerPoint and Teams rooms. Again, when you're in this ecosystem, when everything works together, our customers get the best solutions for all their spaces. Now, there's this guy that also wrote a really good blog article, but has a clickbait title to it, Michael.
I'm all about, like, you know, when you write an article that's something super niche, like everything you need to know about IntelliFrame, it's a boring title. Let's put in words. Let's put in epic, the greatest thing ever. But it is. It's Microsoft has, if you didn't know, defined 3 different versions of IntelliFrame. Well, what are those different versions of IntelliFrame? What do they work? How do they apply? How do I enable them? How do I disable them? How do I configure them? All that technical detail as well as the high level detail is in there. It's a long thing. I don't expect everybody to read it all at once, but you know, I say at the top there, this could get boring. Get your Red Bull.
And it's funny because IntelliFrame is a subject that I teach a lot on. It is a confusing topic. You need to understand everything that's there, because as you're designing rooms, as you're actually using rooms, as you have a checkbox that says, we tested this, it can't just be a checkbox of IntelliFrame. You have to understand what you're actually testing, where that lives. Some of the technologies in the cloud, some of the technologies on the end. Michael does a great job of explaining everything that's in there and having a reference where we can go back to. Now, Michael, if you want to turn your space into a place, still one of my favorite taglines that we've had, Places monthly demo day and office hours, aka.ms/Places Live Demo AM. There are things that are starting on August 20th with the engineering team to go ahead and talk about Places. An important time to actually think about that. I want to congratulate our partners at Shure for getting their Microflex ecosystem, the Shure. Slips right off the tongue. Shure MX Next 2 wireless microphone system, certified for Microsoft Teams and Microsoft Teams Room systems. Great for those multi-purpose areas where you're going to walk around and you need a microphone either on the live side or on the handheld, and they have to last all day with your battery. Go ahead and check out the Shure new wireless products that are actually certified for Teams Rooms. And with that, Michael, we're going to jump into another exciting episode of AI Prompt of the Week. Michelle, go ahead and roll that video.
I know you've been there before, where you know you got an email from a certain person, but you just can't find it, or that one Teams chat, or maybe the one attachment that you send, or you're not sure if you've already sent it. Well, that's why I use Copilot. Welcome to the Copilot Prompt of the Week. This one is going to be a quick one, where I give you a couple of quick prompts that you can use to retrieve information fast. I had to blur a couple of these things out because these are live demos, but just to give you a general idea. What's my total marketing budget for this year again? According to this person who I know always sends me that information. Thank you. What did such and such say about this initiative? And I get the answers. Also, can you pull up the marketing template for customer or partner X? Well, Copilot helps you to pull up that marketing template. A marketing plan. Who did I send this email to again? Well, you see exactly who you send the email to. And did I ever receive an email from this address regarding this template? And yeah, I did. And a matter of fact, here's the link right to it. So here you see that you can use Copilot with a couple of simple prompts to retrieve information very fast. That's the prompt of the week. I hope you enjoyed it. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And I'll see you again next time.
That was too short. I couldn't get through my chips. It was too short.
Another great AI prompt of the week. I actually use Copilot a lot to find documents, to find different things that I'm using. It's one of my most common use cases that I actually use. If you want to see that and all of our other AI prompt of the week sessions, go to our YouTube channel at Teams Room Tech Talk on YouTube. Now, with the roadmap watch, there is one thing inside of the message center, Michael. It has to do with Teams Rooms on Android, MC844920 published. And you've got some people reading your article. Great reviews so far on the IntelliFrame. Hopefully the thousands and thousands of you watching right now will also go to Michael's article and do it. Now, since there's only one thing in the message center.
Jimmy, at this point with the feedback, I feel like I should put ads on there, but it's ad-free.
It's ad-free. It's ad-free. But with one thing in the message center, I want to remind everybody that aka.ms/ Teams Academy, where you can get decks, not only the Teams Room device deployment playbook and the phone playbook, but also things on the Foundation for IT Pros and even end user training and everything else right at the Teams Academy link. Now let's talk about some of the places we're going to be, Michael, because there's a lot of this. Teams Rooms Fireside Chat with Ilya and Higgsy. August 21st, Wednesday. It'll be late for us. I'll be in bed, but I think
8 o'clock.
see everything that goes on.
Is that how you live on the Jersey Shore? 8 o'clock. I think I'm gonna make a point of this. I love Sydney. I've had a good time there. Haven't seen Higgsy in a while, so I think I'm gonna tune in.
Awesome. It should be great time. Our friends at HP Poly are also doing a hands-on technical training. There's a whole bunch of different cities in there. One of the great things, Michael, our friends in AV, all participants receive 2.5 CTS credits to renew their CTS. Congratulations to everybody who's participating in that hands-on training. Now, if you want to learn more about Teams Rooms, please sign up at aka.ms/Teams Room Learning Hours. The first session we're going to be doing is on layouts. And layouts is something that I get a lot of questions on, Michael, and it's something that we all have to learn. There's not a lot of sort of documentation about this and everything else. We're going to fix that. We're going to put some of that together, but we're also going to have this training so we can ask, what happens when there's more than 9 people in a meeting, Michael? What happens to front row when nobody's sharing the content in the center of the screen? What happens to all of this? Very
there's new stuff, Jimmy. I just learned through Matt Slomka on I forget which one of the social things I'm on. You can actually control how many people in front row are on the bottom through a setting. I didn't even know. Even know. So if you think it's just like, well, you just change the view, there's settings for these views as well. So it'll be a good thing to learn. See what I didn't know.
And the good thing, if you sign up for September, you'll also be included in October, November, and December. It's the first Tuesday of every month that we do it. Our friends at Logitech are doing a European tour, the Logi Work Tour to Europe. 6 regions, 10 events. I don't have a link for this because Michelle forgot to put it in, but you can go to smtr.show after this and you'll get all the links to all of the events. If you're in the New York City area on September 5th, come join myself, Starin and Yealing for an important education on everything that they have in products. You'll be able to feel and touch the products there, and you'll also get a whole bunch of information, and you can even win a Panda.
I was going to say,
Panda.
You got to get the Panda. Speaking of getting the Panda, we've got Tony Woodruff coming up right after this here in about 4 minutes. Tony Woodruff, I worked with very closely on Teams Room's Android Bootcamp stuff from a few years ago. He has moved on to the Copilot team. So I honestly don't even know what his job is with Copilot. So we're going to learn together. Tony's awesome. If you don't know him, please head on over to youtube.com, Teams Rooms Tech Talk, as soon as we finish up here, which is right about now.
Yeah, Tony's one of the smart guys that I actually work with in the background to get questions and everything else. To Brooks, to Greg, to Dave, to Tom, everybody else that's out there and commenting. I think it's time for the weekend. Everybody stay safe and Debbie. Have a great time. Have a great weekend. We'll see you back here 9 o'clock next week, next Friday, Michael. With that, Michelle, go ahead and roll the video and take us out of here. Have a great weekend.
Thank you for watching. Like and subscribe. You make it all worthwhile. You make me feel alive. I appreciate your support. It means the world.